Hi learners! On this video lesson, you will learn about the exterior angles to a triangle. The exterior angle theorem, a way by which the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is determined, is visually presented. Exterior angles to a triangle in real life are shown to make the concepts relatable and meaningful. Strategies in analyzing and answering word problems related to the topic are demonstrated to let you gain an understanding on how these are done so that you'll be able to successfully answer geometry problems similar to these in the future. If your lesson is on exterior angles to a triangle, or if you have an assignment on this topic, or if you're preparing for a test in math or a test in geometry in particular, or you're someone who's interested in learning math, then this video is for you. Having that said, please support the channel by giving a like. If you have not already done so, hit that subscribe button and share this video as well. Thank you. It will definitely help this channel. Now recall that a triangle is a closed flat shape formed by connecting three non-collinear points. The segments connecting the points are the sides of the triangle, whereas the points are the corners of the triangle. We call a corner a vertex of the triangle. A vertex, together with two adjacent sides of the triangle, form an interior angle of the triangle. Every triangle has three interior angles. Let us name the three interior angles on our triangle as angle A, angle B, and angle C. Recall too that the sum of the measures of the interior angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. This is the triangle angle sum theorem. With the angles that we have, we can mathematically write the theorem as the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle C equals 180 degrees. Look at this, learners. What do you see this time? You're correct. As one side of the triangle is extended, an angle outside the triangle is formed. This angle has one of its sides as the side of the triangle, and its other side is the extension of the adjacent side of the same triangle. This angle is an exterior angle to the triangle. Let us call this angle as angle 1. Now, extending the three sides of the triangle as shown reveals three exterior angles: angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3. The exterior angles taken one at a vertex always sum to 360 degrees. That is, the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3 equals 360 degrees. This relation is used in determining an unknown exterior angle if two of the three exterior angles are known. So, if two exterior angles are known as shown, the missing exterior angle, angle 1, can be determined. That is, the measure of angle 1 plus 110 degrees plus 150 degrees equals 360 degrees. Adding 110 degrees and 150 degrees gives us 260 degrees. Subtracting 260 degrees from both sides of the equation gives us 100 degrees. Thus, the measure of angle 1 is 100 degrees. Were you able to follow, learners? Now, extending all the sides of the triangle in both directions gives us this. How many exterior angles do you see this time, learners? Now, before you answer the question, we will put back the names of the first three exterior angles we had earlier for clarity. Now, we will name the other exterior angles formed as the side of the triangle are extended in both directions as angle 4, angle 5, and angle 6. How many exterior angles are there now? You're correct, 6 exterior angles. So every triangle has 6 exterior angles, 2 at its vertex. Angles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and angle 6 are all exterior angles. You have to remember this, learners. Each exterior angle has a side of the triangle as one of its sides, and the other side is the extension of an adjacent side of the same triangle. Note that the angles that are vertical to the interior angles are not, I repeat, not exterior angles. Earlier, our triangle has some of its exterior angles having measures as shown. Now let us look at the two exterior angles on a vertex. What type of angle pairs are these, learners? You're correct. The two angles are vertical angles. Now, what can you say about their measures? You're correct again. The angles have the same measures. Thus, the two exterior angles on each vertex are vertical, and the pair on its vertex has the same measure. Now, I want you to look at this figure again here, learners. Angles A, B, and C are interior angles of the triangle, whereas angles 1, 2, and 3 are exterior angles to the same triangle. Between these interior and exterior angles, there exists a relationship which helps us determine the measure of an exterior angle of that triangle. This relationship is laid out in the exterior angle theorem, which states that the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measure of the two non-adjacent interior angles or the remote interior angles of the same triangle. Thus, with the triangle that we have here, the measure of exterior angle, angle 1, is the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle C, where angle B and angle C are non-adjacent interior angles or the remote interior angles to angle 1. It then follows that the measure of angle 2 is the measure of angle C plus the measure of angle A. And the measure of angle 3 is the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B. So, if two interior angles of a triangle have measures as shown, then the measure of exterior angle, angle X, can be determined using the exterior angle theorem. That is, the measure of angle X is equal to 45 degrees plus 40 degrees. Adding 45 degrees and 40 degrees gives us 85 degrees. So the measure of angle X is 85 degrees. Let us look at this figure again, learners. Look at angle A and angle 1. Do you remember the relationship that exists between these pair of angles? You're correct. The two angles are supplementary. Being supplementary, the sum of their measures is 180 degrees. Do you agree, learners? This relation holds for any exterior angle of a triangle and its adjacent interior angle. Thus, the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle A is 180 degrees. The measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle B is 180 degrees as well. And the measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle C is also 180 degrees. So, if an interior angle of a triangle is 60 degrees as shown, what is the measure of angle Y? Here, the figure shows us that angle Y and the angle with a measure of 60 degrees are supplementary. Thus, the measure of their angles sum to 180 degrees. Now, subtracting 60 from both sides of the equation gives us 120 degrees. Thus, the measure of angle Y is 120 degrees. Were you able to follow, learners? Now, where do we see exterior angles of a triangle in real life? Right, we see them on roof trusses, on bridge trusses, we see them on ramps, on steps or ladder, and on other structures having triangles. On the photographs, some exterior angles are marked for clarity. Now, let us now work on the following simple problems so you will know how to determine the measure of the exterior angles and other related angles of a triangle. Here is the first problem. Given the figure below, find the measure of angle X and angle Y. Option A, angle X is 35 degrees. Angle Y is 35 degrees. Option B, angle X is 145 degrees. Angle Y is 145 degrees. Option C, angle X is 35 degrees. Angle Y is 145 degrees. Option D, angle X is 145 degrees. Angle Y is 35 degrees. As usual, we begin by reading the whole problem and may read it several times when needed to know what we're looking for, to determine what are given, and to figure out how the given information help find what we're looking for. Okay, what are S in the problem, learners? The word problem is asking us to find the measure of angle X and angle Y. What are given? A figure is given with some angle measures. Let us look at the figure closely. Angle X is an exterior angle to the triangle. On the other hand, angle Y is an interior angle of the same triangle. The other two interior angles of the triangle are known. These known angles are remote interior angles to angle X. Can you follow, learners? Thus, the measure of angle X can be obtained by applying the exterior angle theorem. That is, 80 degrees plus 65 degrees. Adding 80 and 65 gives us 145 degrees. Thus, the measure of angle X is 145 degrees. Now, on to the measure of angle Y. Look at the figure again, learners. Angle X and angle Y are supplementary angles. So, the measure of angle X plus the measure of angle Y is 180 degrees. Plugging in the values for the measure of angle X gives us, subtracting 145 degrees from both sides of the equation gives us 35 degrees. So the measure of angle Y is 35 degrees. Now, if you forgot this method, there's another way by which you can solve for the measure of angle Y. Do you know what the other method is? You're correct. Triangle angle sum theorem can be applied since two interior angles are already known. So we have 80 degrees plus 65 degrees plus the measure of angle Y equals 180 degrees. Adding 80 degrees and 65 degrees gives us 145 degrees. Subtracting 145 degrees from both sides of the equation gives us 35 degrees. So the measure of angle Y is 35 degrees. See, we got the same measure for angle Y. So what is the answer here, learners? Is it option A, option B, option C, or option D? Okay, so the answer is option D. That was easy. Let us move on to sample problem 3. Here's the problem. Given the figure below, find the measure of angle FEG. Option A, 40 degrees. Option B, 65 degrees. Option C, 115 degrees. Option D, 180 degrees. As usual, we begin by reading the whole problem and may read it several times when needed to know what we're looking for, to determine what are given, and to figure out how the given information help find what we're looking for. Okay, what is asked in the problem, learners? The word problem is asking us to find the measure of angle FEG. What are given? A figure is given with some angle measures. Let us look at the whole figure. It consists of 3 triangles, 2 smaller triangles, and a large one containing the 2 smaller ones. From what are given, there are several ways by which you can find the measure of angle FEG. Anyhow, we will use the 2 smaller triangles, triangle EFG and triangle EGH, in answering the problem. The angle whose measure we're looking for is an interior angle of triangle EFG. Can you follow, learners? On this triangle, one angle is already known. We just need to get the measure of the other missing angle, angle EGF. Then apply triangle angle sum theorem to get the measure of angle FEG. Now, angle EGF is an exterior angle to triangle EGH. This exterior angle is related to the two remote interior angles of triangle EGH. Note that these remote angles are known, so we can apply exterior angle theorem in determining the measure of angle EGF. Thus, the measure of angle EGF is equal to 27 degrees plus 38 degrees. Adding 27 and 38 gives us 65 degrees. Now look at triangle EFG this time, learners. Of the three angles inside this triangle, two are already known. So we can now solve for angle FEG by applying triangle angle sum theorem. Thus, the measure of angle FEG plus 75 degrees plus 65 degrees equals 180 degrees. Adding 75 degrees and 65 degrees gives us 140 degrees. Subtracting 140 degrees from both sides of the equation gives us this. So, what is our answer, learners? Is it option A, option B, option C, or option D? Okay, so the answer is option A. Again, that was easy. I hope that you acquired lots of learnings on today's video. Let us summarize what we have learned today. We have learned that, first, an exterior angle to a triangle is an angle whose one side is the side of the triangle and the other side is the extension of the adjacent side of the same triangle. Second, the exterior angle is taken one at the vertex, always sum to 360 degrees. This relation can be used in determining an unknown exterior angle if two of the three exterior angles are known. Third, exterior angle theorem states that the measure of the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measures of the two non-adjacent interior angles or remote interior angles of the same triangle. Fourth, an exterior angle of a triangle and its adjacent interior angle are supplementary. The measures of their angle sum 280 degrees. Fifth, triangle angle sum theorem states that the sum of the measures of the angles inside a triangle is 180 degrees. Sixth, when solving a problem, you must read it and may read it several times when needed to know what you're looking for, to determine what are given, and to figure out how the given information help find what you are looking for. Seventh, when a figure is given, make use of it and modify when needed. It is there to help you analyze and solve the problem. There you are, learners. I hope this video helps. That's it for now. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to your peers so others will learn too. Bye.